Secret psychological facts about human behavior. Negativity is almost entirely hereditary. A gene causes negativity most of the time. People who have positive and happy people around them at all times are generally happier than those who don't. When you catch a yawn, it's almost always to show empathy. Toddlers generally can't catch yawns because they are yet to learn compassion. Making a rule too strict will only make people want to break it. Around 70% of your dreams contain secret messages from your subconscious mind. Those dreams could be more meaningful than your conscious thoughts. You are likely to be better at identifying the emotions and concerns of the people around you if you have a deep sense of guilt. When you look at someone or something you love, your pupil size could increase by as much as 45%. Eating foods without any preservatives is linked to higher intelligence. Doing so consistently could increase your IQ by up to 14% in the long run. Your imagination is at its highest at night, but you are much more creative during the day. Traveling regularly will improve your well-being dramatically. It also lowers your chances of developing depression and chronic heart diseases. Elections typically produce bad leaders because large groups are more likely to make decisions terrible than smaller groups of people. Your memories aren't as accurate as you think. You only remember important points about an event. Then your brain will fill the rest with inaccurate details as you recall. Depression is often caused by negative thoughts. Sufferers tend to imagine issues and think too much of it when in fact they don't exist. It's discovered that knowledge could be passed on through genes. Scientists theorize that our phobias may be a result of negative memories inherited from early generations. Spending money on others will generally make you happier than spending it on yourself. The color blue has been discovered to be an appetite suppressant. Using blue paint in your kitchen or blue lights for your fridge will likely reduce excessive snacking. Extreme loneliness can be disastrous for your health. In addition to being just as dangerous as smoking 15 cigarettes a day, it also causes similar levels of the blood clotting proteins responsible for a stroke. Creativity is directly proportional to a person's chance of developing bipolar disorder. Creative artists have an 8% higher chance to develop the condition than artists from non-creative fields. You always enjoy the songs you listen to in high school because you've built an emotional connection to them. The kind of music you like listening to will shape the way you view the world. Around 97% of people will instinctively write their name when given a new pen. The local culture and environment could be one of the biggest factors breeding hallucinatory voices and schizophrenia. People are more likely to cherish items they make themselves. This is known as the IKEA effect. The last person on your mind as you fall asleep is either the cause of your happiness or the reason for your pain. Men and women with similar music tastes are more likely to be better communicators, enhancing longer-lasting relationships. Laziness doesn't always translate to bad behavior among teenagers. It's only a natural part of growing up. You can easily fool your mind into thinking you're happy by putting a pencil between your teeth. Being in love is biochemically the same as suffering from an obsessive compulsive disorder, OCD. It's possible to die from a broken heart. The condition is known as stress cardiomyopathy. Your favorite song is only so because you associate it with a particular event. You have a limit to how many things you can recall at once. For most people, it's around 3 or 4. If you seem to be fascinated by the personality of serial killers, you are more likely to be better at conversations. Online dating and online shopping follow a similar psychological pattern. Your addiction to social media isn't a bad habit. It's a result of the psychological scheme of the social media platforms. Practicing recollection can help the recovery of people with trauma. Many factors subtly impact the human behavior, but we are generally unaware of what these factors are. When people stare at you, you tend to become more self-aware, leading to better behavior. Humans tend to correlate attractiveness with talent or intelligence, but there is no confirmed link between those effects. You are more likely to get help when there are a lot of people available to help. Everyone keeps thinking they don't have to help because someone else will do it, a phenomenon called the bystander effect.